it's a legitimate thing, you know, to have sort of a bit of an unclear way where they want to go. I think that Serbia, as the biggest economy in the region, is naturally important. You know that we all speak basically the same language, so this is why you know the news, the
Serbian language.
Well, you know, it's you know.
You speak Serbian language.
I do.
Okay.
You know, and that's basically linguistically the language is the same. Many people, you know, call it differently. You know, somebody, but that's not really an issue.
But that's Serbian
what the issue here is that there is a lot of you know, spillover effects across the region, and what I believe is perhaps, you know, problematic is to have this unclear message of where Serbia wants to be. You know, I was an economy minister.
And you don't think that's a narrative?
For about 2 years. 5 years ago.
I'll have a chance to reply to that.
5 years ago, 30% of our tourism revenue came from Russia. 30%. You know, for me as an economy minister and a member of the government, it was a tough thing to adopt the sanctions against Russia and to follow the Council of the EU. It was a tough thing, but we did it. It was a matter of choice. It was a matter of aligning our foreign policy with the one of the EU, because we want to be part of the club. That's it. It's as simple as that. You know, I understand everything that Alexander is saying, but it would be easier for everybody else that we have an optimist as a president of Serbia, rather than a pessimist as a president of Serbia. And I say this now as a president of Montenegro. Maybe, you know, for you it would be easier to have a pessimist as a president of Montenegro. You know, now we have an optimist and a pessimist. Let's see where the things, you know, will go. He's clearly a person with more than 20 years of political experience. I'm recently new in this job. Maybe this is why I'm,
That's
you know,
fresh perspective.
Maybe this is why I'm an optimist. But even yesterday, when I spoke with, you mentioned Mrs. von der Leyen, I had the meeting with her, and I truly believe, and I think that now she also believes that Montenegro can and will become a member state during her mandate. Because, again, it is a story bigger than Montenegro, and I think it would be a massive signal for other countries in the Western Balkans, for the countries of the Eastern neighborhood, and perhaps it would also help pessimists becoming optimists, including Alexander.
Good. There are some things to be added. First of all, it's not that clear and it's not that easy. You forgot to say something. Speaking about unclear messages, that's what I have always been talking about. I had a very clear message even today about EU path. But many people from the region, together with some others, were always insisting on unclear message, because it fitted well to your stories. You wouldn't be that good if there is no bad Serbia. And you were speaking about easy choices. And you forgot to say, mentioning 6 republics. Yeah, there were 6 republics. But even speaking about Montenegro and many Western countries, in the meantime, you took a part of that one republic, which is Serbia. And you recognized Kosovo's independence. And it was done not in accordance with the UN Charter, not in accordance with UN Resolution 1244, and that was done against the law. And attack against Serbia was done with no decision of United Nations Security Council. That's a small difference between us, you know, which is not that small. Which means, yes, we are on our EU path, and the biggest problem for Serbia, not to lie to each other, is our relationship with Pristina. Just for you to know. It's not all this stuff on Ukraine because all these political decision makers, they know everything. They know everything. It's all about this. And this is a very difficult issue for us, and everybody knows it. And my question and my response is, okay, if some people think that we should find an easier way to flatter someone and to say, okay, you are good and good. I have no problems with that. We'll see at 2028 who was right. Being pessimist or optimist, I'm right. And you all know that I'm right. You all know here that I'm right, that nothing will happen before 2030. And in 2030, we'll have Ukraine as a first country to join, and then
why
we'll
so
all
fast?
come, then, which is okay, we have no problems with that.
But why so fast? Some would say there was a much bigger limbo for other countries at the same kind of status. You're willing to say, I don't see this happening for us in 28 or 30, but now you did give a date for Ukraine.
I believe that Ukraine is going to be a part of European Union before 2030.
And why so? Why can you not? Why are you negative and not optimistic about your prospects?
I'm not negative, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. And
But,
then
but what is the why then?
after that, I believe that Serbia, Albania, Montenegro, and hopefully if Krastev's Bulgaria will allow North Macedonia to join it, I believe that that might happen as well.
And on
But after Ukraine joins Europe. That's what I believe. We'll see whether I was right or not.